What happens when NASCAR superstars bend the rules for a chance at glory? From fuel tampering to illegal engine mods, we're pitting souped-up race cars versus the long arm of NASCAR law. The engines roar to life. The smells of rubber and high-octane fuel fill the air. Another NASCAR weekend kicks off as 100,000 fans cram the stands to witness racing legends battle it out for the coveted trophy. But behind the scenes, a different race is taking place, a secret war to crown cheating kings. Kicking off with the team owner Joe Gibbs, the powerhouse coach whose all-stars dominated NASCAR for over a decade. Gibbs tasting victory more than any other thanks to magnets? That's right. The bizarre post-race inspection revealed magnets custom installed to illegally boost engine horsepower by up to 20 HP. With Joe Gibbs drivers winning 14 of 15 races in 2008, their thirst for glory led to dangerous tampering. Their reputation took a hit, but letting integrity slip brought home the trophies. Would you install illegal parts if it secured your legacy? While Joe Gibbs kept modifications small scale, others take engine juicing much further, like rising talent Carl Long, dreaming of that first big win. Qualifying goes smooth until his engine unexpectedly detonates, raising officials' suspicion during mandatory inspection, where they uncovered Long's massive motor exceeded NASCAR's absolute size limit by a mere 0.17 inches. Carl Long swears no ill intent, insisting the famous builder he purchased from had verified compliance. But NASCAR cares only that their safety tolerances are violated. They torpedo Long's career with crippling fines over what he calls an innocent mistake. When livelihoods depend on split-second choices, can we blame those who risk it all? Of course, sometimes the deception runs deeper than simple parts tweaking, all the way to intentionally endangering driver lives to fix race outcomes. Just ask Clint Bowyer, whose inexplicable caution-causing spin-out in 2013 conveniently shuffled him into a playoff spot. Confronted with the blatant, rule-breaking manipulation captured on tape, Clint Bowyer shows zero remorse, shamelessly defending the inexcusable staged accident as just part of the NASCAR game. When cheating death itself becomes strategy, how far is too far? From modified engines to scripted danger, these desperate ploys risk lives solely for glory. But as we've seen, calculated schemes turn catastrophic when chemicals take the wheel, like Michael Waltrip's infamous 2007 fuel tampering scandal, where a complex chemical rocket fuel experiment nearly triggered a track-engulfing explosion. Michael Waltrip escapes by the skin of his teeth, but other high-octane disorder brewers aren't so lucky. Mixing chemistry and high speeds has a way of burning racers when ambition overrides safety. But even Michael Waltrip's wild gambit pales compared to another legend who tossed gasoline on the cheating fire through an entirely illegal vehicle. I'm talking about Jeff Gordon and his 1997 sensation-stealing supercar T-Rex, blowing rivals off the track with unheard-of speed. Jeff Gordon dominated nearly every race, leaving fellow racers screaming foul play until inspectors confirmed their suspicions. T-Rex's aerodynamics and engine violated major restrictions, enabling Jeff Gordon's shocking performance. Though stripped of his trophy, Jeff Gordon happily pocketed over $1 million in contingencies, a small price for proving his win-at-all-costs philosophy and skyrocketing fame. Here's a shocker. Even the likes of NASCAR's very own poster child, Jimmie Johnson, bends the rules. After dominating the 2006 Daytona 500, the inspectors noticed the rear window of Johnson's car had a device attached that helped his car change angles, becoming quicker in the process. Subtle aerodynamic tweak, but it gave him an edge to take that checkered flag. Of course, his crew chief Chad Knaus got fined just days before for other iffy modifications found on Jimmie's ride. Blatant disregard for NASCAR law right there. When hunger for glory overrides racing purity, innovation follows, breeding ever more creative ways to best the system. Which brings us to living legend Mark Martin, whose 1990 victory initially raised no red flags until a failed inspection uncovered his simple carburetor spacer actually concealed an elaborately engineered cheating device allowing increased airflow and horsepower. Mark Martin pleaded blissful ignorance, but skeptical officials knew better. The spacer's intricately modified shape proved intent to dominate by stretching legal limits. The inspector notes read like an award citation for creative rulebook circumvention, while Mark Martin innovated using legal parts inventively. Unlike those ranking higher, he never endangered drivers, only fairness. But his ingenious tricks reveal the win streak addiction that pushes good people to increasingly justify bending the rules. Alright, last but not least, even the king himself isn't immune to the urge to cheat. Yup, the legendary Richard Petty took home a controversial win in 1983 after swapping his left and right side tires and running an oversized engine, trying to pull a fast one even with 200+ wins under your belt. That slight edge helped him best the field, but NASCAR caught it in post-race inspection. Gotta keep the win, but lost a mountain of points and cash. Small price to pay when you're the reigning champ. The deeper we dive into NASCAR's secret underground, the more we realize those black and white ideas of right and wrong fade to gray when checked flags and championship trophies loom large enough. As innovation corrupts racing's best and brightest into cynical rule dodgers, where does that leave the future of the so-called sport we love? Have fame and fortune irreparably crashed NASCAR's purity? Can a sport survive when cheating becomes strategy? Or will envy and greed run racing into the ground? The biggest pile-up track officials won't tally with a yellow flag? I've set the scene of deception NASCAR praise stays unseen. When and how did your racing heroes cross the line? How far is too far when paychecks and privileges hang in the balance? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our future video. I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.